Hi guys, so in this video I'm gonna be talking about my retirement calculations, how I thought I was doing okay, and how I had to change my plan a little bit. So I thought I was doing all right financially, saving a bit, investing a bit, nothing crazy, right? But I never actually calculated my retirement properly. So I finally sat down and did the math, and honestly, I didn't like what I saw. So the first thing I did was looking at our pension, my partner's, my girlfriend's. Mine is projected to be around 106,000 in 15 years. So when I'm 57, so when I'm able to take it out, and hers is around 85,000. So together is 190,000. So at first I thought that sounds decent, that sounds okay. Then I looked at our actual spending. We spent around 1,700, 1,800 a month without a mortgage. So that's planned because there will be no mortgage when we retire, when we're planning to retire at 57 in 15 years. So that's about 21,000 a year. I divided the number by the money that I will have, and that gives around 9 years. This 180 or 190,000 by 21,000 a year. So it's 9 years of living, right? So that's not really good because the pension should be 25, 30 years, right? Retirement. So yeah, that decent pension that suddenly didn't look so good anymore. It looked small. I realized I'm not where I should be. Then I went one step further, because apart of pension pots, we have something else. We both are investing. We are investing together and separately as well. Together we invest £150 a week. £75 of that is going to ETFs, half of SP500, half of whole world ETF, and the other 75 quid goes into Bitcoin. In Bitcoin probably will be, I don't know if it will go for whole this period. For now it's going because bull run ended. I'm in crypto for years, and probably it will be less later and more into ETFs. But so obviously I had to make some assumptions. Assumptions will be 7% a year from ETFs, which is moderate. It's possible, right? It's not a very big number, like 12% that some people say. So I'm hoping for 7% a year from ETFs, and from Bitcoin 10%, which is conservative. I'm not planning for 15 or even 20% like some say. I'm only planning for 10%, which is very conservative, and I hope that will work out as well. So in this conservative scenario, both of them should account for 250 to 300,000 after those 15 years. And that changed the pictures completely. Now when I add everything together, pensions plus investing, it's roughly 450 to 550, 100,000 of investments. It's not perfect, but it's completely different situation. Now let's convert it into an income. So there is something that's called 4% rule. Basically that means that you can take 4% a year without running out of money too quickly. So, or even never, depends what it will be invested in. If it will be invested, my plan is some of it in stocks, still in ETFs, whole world, because I see it as the safest, and some of it to have stable income in bonds, government bonds, but depends what will be interest rate then. If it will be like silly funny like few years ago, and it will be like 1% return on bonds, then I don't think I will keep that too much. Okay, sorry, I will take a sip. Yeah, so that's about 1,500 a month, and I remind you, we're gonna be spending around 1,750 a month in today's money. That's yeah, that's the amount we're gonna have to retire at 57, which is not enough, but it's almost there. And that's why we invested in solar panels that will be installed now within a month. I hope to make savings around £100 a month, and those savings will go into investments as well. So that's one thing. And both of us will get full state pension by this time, which means state pensions at the moment is 23,000 for both of us, if both of us would get it, which means it would cover our costs. I would like to remind that our costs include already going for holidays twice a year, like cheap holidays. So it's not like very tight, you know, and sitting only at home and only working in the garden or whatever. Yeah, so the state pension hits at 67. So from 57 till 67, we'll have 450,000 to, or between 450 and 550 to spend, you know, to retire early. To be fair, I don't think I will retire fully. I think it's more of a, maybe she will retire fully because she doesn't like her work. I do. So I probably would work part-time, or just work without overtime, or just find what I'm doing, but in a place where it will be kind of easy. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's how we're gonna hit our numbers. We're gonna have much more than we need to survive 10 years, even 11 if the state pension will go up to 68. Obviously, there's a lot of assumptions because we don't know what government will change, what if the state pension will even be there. Law doesn't work back. I don't think they will ever do anything like there will be some period kind of change. They won't tell you that, you know, now people that born in 84 like I did won't have state pension anymore. We were contributing all our lives to this system, so I don't think it will happen like that. It will have to happen somehow different way. Probably this how much it grows now, this 3 points, you know, that they choose inflation or whatever, you know, they choose how much it will grow next year. Don't remember the name of that, but you probably know what I'm talking about. That number might change, and pensions might grow less, so my assumptions might be wrong in this place. But again, we gonna raise our investments all the time, which is very important. So from the solar panel savings, also I haven't included £50 a month that we have like automatic by direct debit. It goes as investments as well. Then also she checks every year. She works for Amazon. They have when they raise voluntarily their contributions for pension, Amazon's chip little bit more as well. I don't have it at work, but yeah, maybe it will change. I might actually speak to my boss to maybe go like that with salary sacrifice as well, especially if I will go over 50,000 a year with my wages, because there is 40% tax if you contribute. If you make over £50,000, 50,470 or something like that, yeah, you know, this second threshold, over, then if you pay what you went over this 50,000 to your pension, you will have a tax refund from the government of 40%, not 20%, like usually it is with pension. So it's actually good way of reducing your taxable income and at the same time boosting your retirement income, your pension income. Yeah, so that's probably what I will push when I will go over with overtime or whatever. Yeah, so when the state pension hits, it's around £1,900 a month, which is more than our cost of living. It's in today's money, but the pension will grow as much as the inflation, I hope, so it will be more than that. So we should be safe and secure after 67, and before that we're gonna have 10 years to live for our money. That's probably the way we're gonna do it. Yeah. So what else? If I stop investing or try to chase quick money like I used to with like meme coins or trading, day trading, something like that, then the whole plan will fall apart. That's why that's the hardest bit, to stick to your plan for so many years. That's the hard part. I know it will be hard, but yeah, I'm motivated. I like to count stuff. I like numbers. So yeah. Yeah. So if you wanna check yours, you just need to check how much monthly income you really need. And imagine in retirement, you won't need 2 cars, right? You might need 1 car at home. You don't need expensive car. You don't need new car. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Whatever. It's just count whatever you need. And usually it's much less than in your working life. For example, even commuting to work, you don't need that anymore, right? So there is less money needed, right? For me, it was wake-up call. I think I'm going a good way. The plan is working. I will follow it. I will recommend doing it for everyone else. So if you have any questions or want to talk about anything about that, or have your own opinion, or just want to say I'm stupid, please be my guest. Comments are for this. I'm happy to discuss everything with everyone, and please subscribe and follow, and thank you very much. Bye.